Hi, and welcome back to Jody Drawn Out. Today we're going to be working with Prismacolor wax-based colored pencils. We're going to be coloring in our 2020 interactive calendar. And what makes that an interactive calendar? Each month has a different theme and the letters of the month are hidden in the picture. So we're going to look at that quickly. We're going to start here in the glass. So the straws that are in the glass make up the letter N, and the donut makes the O. The ice cream cone is the V. This cake you can find in E if you're really creative. This cake up here, the sprinkles, make up the M. B are the macaroons, another E because there's another cake here, and then the R is the candle. So I'm going to start there with the macaroons. And I've chosen some colors for my cakes and the ice cream cone because I love chocolate mint chip ice cream, so of course it has to be chocolate chip mint for me. You can put any colors in here that you like. These are absolutely choices that you can make. And if you want to follow along and use similar colors or the same colors that I'm using, that's also fine. So I think, let's see, green, let's do lavender, and then yellow, because yellow is the complementary color to purple. So I'm going to mark them. I'm going to do this one, lavender. I'm just going to do real light so I remember what my choices were. Orange is the complementary color to blue. Okay, so I'm going to work on those real quick. And the first thing that you want to do is choose your light source. So I think my light is coming from over here, from just about my mid to right corner, okay? So I'm going to start out very lightly up here with just a soft purple. Now, these have a sharp point on them, so one thing that I do suggest sometimes is if you go off to the side and sort of flatten out that edge, you can kind of get in there a little bit softer. So again, this is the top, so I want to leave this my lightest part of the whole macaroon. And as I start working my way down, I want to get a little bit more aggressive. Now this is kind of the filling, so it's a little bit darker, and we can go to a different color later on and even make it even darker. You're never going to get darker than the actual color that it is, so when you get to that point, you have to go to a darker version of that color. But under here, I want to make like a little cast shadow, so I'm going to darken it considerably by putting a lot of pressure into my pencil. And from there, I want to back off and gradually make it a little bit lighter as I go down. I would say one of the most important things to remember is as I'm being more aggressive down here when I'm coloring, and as I'm going up here, releasing some of the pressure so that I don't get, you know, a hard edge on the top and a hard edge on the bottom. So darker on the bottom, lighten up on the top. Darker on the bottom, lighten up on the top. It's all in the amount of pressure that you're applying. So be really careful with that. Later on, we're going to burnish these and kind of blend those colors in a little bit more. So we're going to go back to those in a few minutes. So I'm going to move over to the ice cream cone because I have these colors picked out as well. It's going to be darker at the bottom. Under here is going to be a little shadow from the ice cream kind of hanging over my ice cream cone. So it's easy to go dark, but it's not as easy to get lighter. So you want to start out light and then add your aggressive. Not on this side because the light is here, so the shadow's on the other side. Kind of fades off here. Picks back up on this side. And then I want to sharpen this a little bit. I want a nice sharp tip because I want to go in and enhance these. I have two colors chosen for my cake over here, and I'm going to use the same color, it's dark umber, for my chips. Because the light is coming from the top. So the lightest part is here, gradually getting darker as we go down to the bottom. From here, we're going to use our colorless blending pencil and just sort of smooth out the ice cream. Make sure that you kind of clean your burnisher in between so you don't pick up color and bring it over to a different area. So we're going to start at the top, and I would do the same thing here. The bottom here is darker than the top, so I don't want the top to be darker, so I don't want to start here and move color from the bottom up to the top. I want to start at the top and move down to the bottom. The other thing that you can do is take, let's say a lighter blue. This is sky blue light. And if I want to keep my highlight up here, but I just want to add a little punch to it, I'm going to blend a lighter blue into there. Okay. So keeping that original blue, make sure we don't carry those colors later, and deepening the base here underneath my filling. And again, like I said earlier, you can always switch to a darker blue. This might be nice. Go very lightly to start with, just so you can check it. Yeah, that's nice. Because you can't get a deeper color from a color that can't go any deeper than what it is. So you have to go to a different shade. We've already burnished this one, so you can see it just slides on here so nicely. Next thing we're going to do is work on the donut, and I've chosen hot pink, lilac, and light aqua. So I'm going to start with the pink. The sprinkles, I have lilac and light aqua. And I'm going to add in some neon yellow. I'm going to use a yellowed orange for some of these. This is a processed red. I'm using this color to create some shadows under some of the sprinkles. So let's go ahead and color in the donut. Now I want to take the ice cream cone color, which was burnt ochre, and I want to make my shadow over here. Today, and check back here on Tuesday for ants, ants, ants. This is a little different technique. So join us back here on Tuesday. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed it. And we didn't get to talk about the Tombow sand eraser, but works really well, and it says 4 colored pencils right on there, so it's fantastic. So we'll talk about that. We haven't made any really mistakes, so I haven't had to use it.